let's talk about privacy. What's going on, everybody? My name is Rogran. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about someone significantly bigger than me on YouTube. Hi, welcome to reaction content. But hello, everybody. This is the actual first video of my new model that I've actually had for like a month and a half and just haven't used it because I wanted to wait until the 1.0 version of OpenSeaFace GD released. And then I got impatient because I really wanted to use it. So this entire month I've been using this model over on twitch.tv/itsrogran. You should check me out over there. How are you all doing today? Leave a comment down below with that. I promise I'll read them eventually. Back on topic, today I wanted to discuss something. So the other day I was at work, had a little bit of downtime for like about 20 minutes or so. I opened up YouTube and I saw my And I saw in my recommendations a new video from Smart Everyday. If you don't know who Smart Everyday is, he is a guy from Alabama who makes videos about really cool science stuff. Just general science stuff that they're all super interesting. I don't watch his channel super regularly, but whenever he pops up in my subscription feed, I will end up watching it because his video is just super interesting. It's just, there's so much content, I don't have time to just regularly watch all of it. But this one did pop up. The title of the video, and we're gonna jump over to the desktop so I can show you it. So this is the video. You can see here, it is titled, "Is Your Privacy an Illusion? Taking on Big Tech, Smarter Every Day," number 263. That's a lot of videos. But this video is essentially talking about how we seem to have been giving up our privacy in order to use the internet, in order to get all these really cool free things. And at first it was great, but as things went on, we started giving more and more information, and these big tech companies started collecting more and more information about us and storing them and selling it. And I mean, a big thing that I've heard from a lot of people is that you can have my data, just pay me. And I'm just sitting here like, why would you ever give someone enough information to impersonate you for any amount of money? You wouldn't give away your social security number just saying like, oh sure, you can have it if you pay me a couple $1 million. Well, now they can impersonate you and do whatever they want. They can get that $1 million back if they really wanted to at that point. So privacy is a big deal. It's something that is, and I'm gonna get a quote unquote political. I'm just stating something that's in the law, which is that we have in the United States Constitution, we have a right to privacy. And it's something that we've kind of been overlooking a bit for a while. And it's starting to get to a point where it's kind of scary. Now, luckily, people are becoming more aware of how much data these tech companies are collecting on them. And I think that's a good thing. I may not think the same way as a lot of people in the Linux community who may lean different politically from me. I'm not going to go into all that because I'm not a politics channel. I don't want to go deep into that. I do have opinions and stuff, but I'm not going to go in depth on them on this channel, at least. But privacy is something that's very important, and I think it's something we're overlooking, and Smart Everyday has started thinking that as well, and he's actually started to do something about that. So if you go through, you watch the video, and he's just going through and he's describing about like old wiretaps and how they worked and the privacy concerns with them, and how now we have like modern wiretaps on places like Google and Apple and stuff. And he uses this really cool analogy of a car engine. So the first engines were very inefficient and spewed out a lot of bad stuff for the environment. And over time, we've made them more and more efficient. And now we've gotten to the point where we've started using electric engines that don't put out any emissions. Of course, there's still the argument of the amount of damage it does to the environment in order to make the batteries and all that stuff. There is no perfect solution. I do think electric is better, but I can't remember who initially I saw this from. The thing I saw for like electric vehicles is don't throw your car out to go and buy a new electric car when your car finally breaks down, because eventually every car will break down. When it does, then buy an electric car for your next one. What Smarter Everyday is suggesting, wow, I went off on a major tangent, is that we need to build a new quote unquote engine for the internet that's focused on privacy. And He's starting to do something for that. It is not a perfect solution. It is the very first stepping stone for that. But he and a company that he is an investor in now, he also shows off like some data farms for Facebook and how the land that these data farms are on are owned by the government, which, you know, government land's no big deal. Usually it's not that big of a problem. The issue is that now the government can issue subpoenas, which is fine. They need to catch criminals. You need to subpoena information in order to catch criminals. Okay, cool. But then they put a gag order, not letting you know that they did that. And that's when things start turning into a sticky situation. Because if they collect all this information and they don't have a reason for it, and they've put out an order where no one can tell you the reason for it, you have no clue. There is just a lack of transparency, which is never good because that means that someone can do whatever they want and just hide behind that. Now, do I think the government is going to actually go and do some wrongful thing with your data? No. I don't think they're going to do that, but it's the fact that there's the possibility that they could. And that's what worries me. It's the fact that they could. I don't think they are. Like, I don't think Google is doing anything evil with your data that they collect, even though they collect a shitload of it. I think all they care about is the amount of money they make. But it's the fact that once they have that data and they start selling that data to make money, there will be people who don't have your best interests who will be trying to get their hands on it, and now there's an outlet to do it if they have the funds. I don't think for the average person they're going to. I think they'd probably go after people with a lot of money so they could extort them for money and stuff like that. But again, it's the fact that it is possible. There will always be that one person who may be petty enough because, I don't know, they're an ex-employee of yours and you fired them because they did something wrong and they felt you mistreated them and they want to get back at you. That's an extreme situation. Again, unrealistic, but the fact that it could happen. I'm using a lot of examples that are completely exaggerated and totally unrealistic and will probably never happen, but these possibilities do exist and it's something that needs to be addressed. We need to prevent it before these things start becoming more and more commonplace. And we just haven't. We've just kind of been sweeping this under the rug for years and years and years, and it's gonna become a problem if it hasn't already. It's the reason why I gave up my Galaxy Note 8, which I absolutely love that phone. I loved having the S Pen and the stylus on Samsung phones. It's so cool. I love that feature. Absolutely adore it. I gave it up because I went to a de-Googled phone and I had to use a Pixel or there's one Huawei phone and I think Nexus phones. You can very easily de-Google all of those. I have to go to one of those phones, and it's not a bad phone. It's a really good phone, but it's just missing that one feature that I adore and that I use regularly, and it's just really annoying to work around. I have workarounds to get away to where I don't need to use it, but it's just one of those things where I want that feature back. Hi, welcome to Tangents, the episode. But yeah, so what Smarter Everyday has started doing, they've started building this app, the For Privacy app. Now, when he posted this video, it had no backers and stuff because he had just announced it. It's already met double its goal, so I'm not asking you to go and fund this or anything. I don't have the money to fund this. God, I don't even have the money to shove like $1 to them, as much as I would love to. Also, they don't have a Linux version. They're working on Android, iOS, Windows, and Mac, which are granted the 4 platforms that need it the most. Linux would be nice, but Linux, I think we have some options that can make it a little better or can get a similar result, because those of us on Linux tend to be a little more privacy sensitive. We have workarounds for things like that. I think the main thing for this one will be the phone version. That will be great because I could potentially go back to my Samsung with it. And the reason I'm talking about this here is because Dustin is pushing for open source software, for having that transparency. And I'm a big fan of that. I just wanted to mention that to everyone. This is something that is, I think, a great starting point. It's not perfect. There will have to be legal things and stuff done in the US law in order to make privacy a more forefront issue. And I don't know if and when that's going to happen, but I do like that there are people with a large audience who are trying to push for something that's not just going to be, hey, give me money. It's, hey, this will help you. And I highly appreciate that, especially that it's going to be helping open source communities, getting more people's eyes on open source projects and seeing how open source can actually be more secure than proprietary code. Not saying that proprietary code can't be secure, it absolutely can be. But the one thing that open source has an advantage over is the fact that you can audit the code yourself. You don't have to trust somebody saying it's secure, you can check it yourself. I don't know where I was going with this video. I just wanted to bring this up. I wanted to call attention to it. I don't know how many people who watch me also watch Smarter Every Day. If you don't subscribe to Smarter Every Day, they're a fantastic channel. I absolutely love their channel. Again, I don't watch everything they upload, but my God, do they have some of the most interesting videos I've ever seen. I absolutely adore this channel. I also recently watched an older video that he put up about wood and like hand-planed wood that he put in a house or something. It was several years ago that he uploaded it, but it just popped in my feed one day. Watched the whole thing. The thing was like half an hour long. I just sat there and watched the whole thing before I knew it. The video was over. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, that's just, I wanted to bring that up. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, make you guys aware of this. Definitely check out the video. I have it linked down below. If you want to support it, you can support it on Kickstarter. That being said, it's the same as when you back anything else on Kickstarter. You might be throwing money at a project that will never come to the light of day, so do not pour more into it than you're willing to lose. It's the same idea as when you invest in stock markets, if you do crypto. It's the same idea as anything else you invest in, like stocks or crypto. Put money in expecting to get none of it back. Be very cautious when investing in anything on like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or anything like that. There will be people trying to do scams and stuff. Do I think this is it? No, absolutely not. I totally do not think this is a scam in the slightest. I think this is a legitimate project. I think this is one of the few really good, legitimate Kickstarters, and I'm very excited to see what this goes, especially since Dustin's putting his career on the line. He has built up this audience for years on Smarter Every Day, and he's just telling him, hey, I am an investor in this. This is my thing. And I trust he's doing everything he can to make it succeed. So I definitely trust that this will not be some sort of scam thing. So if you feel like you want to invest in it and throw a little bit of money its way, you also get some cool rewards, one of which being that you get the app early access, which is kind of cool. I would love to throw money at it to get it, but I don't have the money to spare at the moment. But for now, just wanted to bring that up. Hope you guys all have a nice day, and hope this wasn't too weird or strange of a video for all you guys. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to chat with me some more, you can check me out over on twitch.tv/itsroguered, where I stream every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday doing D&D, JRPGs, visual novels. We're doing right now Danganronpa when this video goes up, or maybe we might be finishing it. I don't entirely know when I'm uploading this one. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.